Before I start this video, help my channel to grow and subscribe, especially if you like my content. Thank you. Angela Orozco is one of the most complicated and haunting characters in Silent Hill 2. Her story represents deep themes of trauma, loss, and the search for peace. Throughout Angela's interactions with the terrifying world of Silent Hill, we see her tragic past and how the town reflects her inner struggles. Her encounters with the main character, James Sunderland, are memorable for their emotional weight and meaning. In this video, we'll explore Angela's character in the original game, look at her new appearance in the remake, and discuss fans' criticism about her redesign. I'll also share a theory of mine about her look in the remake and how her troubled past influenced her character design, even though it has caused some controversy. Remember, I'm presenting a theory. It could be right and it could be wrong. Angela's character shows vulnerability and the long-lasting effects of trauma. She is a young woman who experienced terrible abuse from her father and possibly her brother. These experiences left her emotionally and mentally scarred. And in Silent Hill, she is haunted by symbols of her trauma, like the infamous abstract daddy creature. Angela's meetings with James are brief but important. She swings between moments of clarity and fear, hinting at her struggle to deal with her past. Her words, actions, and body language in the original game highlight her lost sense of safety and self-worth, as well as her emotional difficulties. She is unable to move forward, stuck in a place where she cannot fully grow up. Angela's appearance has been updated, sparking discussion among longtime fans of the series. The visual update aims to show her vulnerability, but it also introduces changes that have led to criticism. Her facial features, in particular, appear softer or rounder, which some fans argue doesn't match her portrayal in the original game, where she looked more gaunt and haunted. In the original, her thin face and wide, anxious eyes effectively conveyed her pain. However, the remake's design team may have wanted to show different aspects of her character with a more subtle portrayal. This has led to some fans feeling that her new design looks too soft or WOKE, a claim that maybe misses deeper aspects of her character. I'm still saying maybe because this is just a theory, and I do understand the fan base frustration and fears. Comparing the original and remake's Angela, looking at both designs side by side, shows a shift in how her character's trauma is visually represented. In the original game, Angela's look and behavior clearly communicated her suffering. She seemed almost ghost-like, fragile, and visibly haunted. Her face conveyed pain and vulnerability with every encounter. In the remake, while she still appears anxious and fragile, her softer facial features add a layer of innocence. While this choice might initially seem odd to some, it's possible that the developers aimed to reflect Angela's emotional difficulties, showing her as a person stuck in a childlike state because of her inability to move beyond the horrors of her childhood. One of the most striking moments in the original game is when Angela holds a knife while looking at her reflection in a mirror. This scene hints at her possible thoughts of self-harm as she struggles with her trauma. When she stands up to warn James with the knife, she suddenly breaks down in tears and apologizes, showing how deeply affected she is by her past. traumatized child often apologizes excessively, reflecting her need for punishment. Angela repeatedly says, "I've been bad, I've been bad." This behavior indicates that she has become used to being punished for every little mistake, expecting punishment as a normal or even necessary response. That scene made me feel really sad. At the end of the game, Angela walks up the stairs despite the flames surrounding her. This moment symbolizes her acceptance of her fate and her surrender to her trauma. She hints that she needs James's help and protection, but he is too disconnected to provide it. When she says, "For me, it was always like this," she means that she has become numb to the fires, which represents her inner pain. This suggests that she may have given up on looking for love and safety. Her ending is incredibly sad, likely one of the saddest for any character. Many players wanted to help her in some way, but ultimately they couldn't. We all couldn't. This reflects the pain that Silent Hill often leaves in us after each piece of art and game. If she had had a character like Harry Mason or Henry Townsend with her, they might have been able to help her more.
For me, it's always like this.
Some fans argued that Angela's new look feels woke or out of place, suggesting that the softer, rounder appearance takes away from her trauma and is not realistic given her background of abuse and neglect. However, I believe this interpretation might be too surface level. Angela's rounded features can be seen as an internal decision to show her as someone emotionally stuck, unable to grow up past the time when she was most hurt. The Remake's developers might be trying to emphasize how her trauma stopped her emotional growth. For example, during her first encounter with James, Angela uses the term mama instead of mother, before quickly correcting herself, a subtle but powerful hint that she remains mentally tied to her younger self, where she might have subconsciously sought comforts from a figure who ultimately failed her.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. My mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
This detail illustrates her emotional struggles, her inability to fully grow, and her childlike sense of vulnerability, despite her age. In this light, Angela's design in the remake seems more purposeful. Her softer appearance aligns with her lingering innocence, not an attempt to lessen her trauma. The Silent Hill fanbase has waited years for a remake, and with that wait comes high expectations. Fans want a remake to stay true to the original, especially with iconic characters like Angela, who are key to the game's themes. While it's normal for fans to have high standards and for changes to evoke strong opinions, it's also essential to understand that certain design choices may enhance rather than take away from a character's depth. Angela's new design might look different, but it still echoes her complex past and emotional state. Angela Orozco remains one of the most emotionally compelling characters in Silent Hill 2, and the remake gives us a chance to explore her in a slightly new light, while her softer, more childlike appearance has sparked debate. This redesign connects to her tragic past and her struggle to grow past her trauma. The choices made in her appearance may add depth, showing her halted emotional growth and ongoing search for safety in a cruel world. In the end, while fan criticisms are understandable, it's also important to consider that these changes may contribute meaningfully to Angela's character, preserving her essence while offering a fresh perspective for both new and long-time players. At the end, if you like this video, please subscribe, comment and like. See you guys soon in another video.